Hello everyone. This week discussion, I want to share some thoughts on three interesting articles. One is committed dating relationships. Second one is dating is dead, and of course the third one I choose is hooking up and emerging adulthood. I think each highlight different perspective on how romantic relationships are changing, especially for people in our age group, the ones that we call themselves the millennials, the Gen Zs, whatever you mentioned. Them. Uh, let's start directly with the committed dating relationship. This article focuses on the importance of a long-term monogamous relationship that we might think of as a traditional commitment. In this article, the author explains that these relationships are often built on trust, on emotional intimacy, and also communication. They are seen as something people work towards, and in many cases, they hope they get married or they marry, or in some reason they hope they end up in marriage. Um, I found it interesting how this article emphasized not just the romantic love, but also the personal growth, that happen when you are in a healthy and committed committed relationships. Uh, Now, in contrast to that, there is this second article that is dating is dead. This one argues that traditional dating, like going out on a bland dates with clear romantic intent, is kind of fading away, and instead there is more like hanging out, texting, and hooking up, which can blur the lines between friendship, dating, and casual sex. The author seems a bit critical, like they are mourning the loss of structure and intentions in modern relationships. I think it's an interesting deck, is especially when you consider my dating as shifted with social apps like Tinder, with Inge, and all those, you name it. Um, for my third article, I chose hooking up and emerging adulthood. This one really dives into hookup culture among young adults and talks about the emotional impacts and social meaning of casual sex. What I liked is that it didn't totally bash hookups completely or glorify them. It just tried to explain how they fit into this life stage where people are figuring themselves out, making mistakes, and trying to understand what they really want. When I compare all these three articles, to our textbook, I noticed that this hookups gives more of a broad research overview, um, while these articles show real world changes and personal perspectives. The textbook also talks about lifestyles and attachment theory, but this trending shows that actually looks like in today's culture. You can relate it, me too, I can relate, everyone can relate it, and it's messy and evolving. It's kind of complicated from my view. So there is the one question that I'm leaving you with, um, or rather two questions that I have in my brain that I'm thinking of right now is that, do you think dating is really dead, or is it just evolving into something different that older generation don't fully understand? Also, how would you define commitment in today's world, especially when labels like exclusive or inclusivity aren't always clearly defined? I would love to hear your thoughts on that, and if any of this reading made you reflect on your own dating experience or expectations, because it does to me. And without wasting my time, thanks for listening, and I'm excited to hear what everyone else is about to say. And I hope you have a great week. Thank you.